Here's a name for you folks. Now, you won't know it if you're not a rugby league fan. In fact, you probably won't know it if you're not a rugby league fan of a certain age. You'll definitely know it if you're a Wire fan of a certain age. I seen in the on the internet today that Parry Gordon, don't know how many of you remember him, I certainly do. Parry Gordon, 50 years ago this week, until he signed for the Wire, the mighty Wire. What a player Parry was. One of my all-time heroes in my youth. I loved the man. Absolutely loved him. They said in the paper he was 5'8". I thought he was only about 5'4". Scrum half. Absolutely fantastic player. Stayed with us for about 18 or 19 years, I think I read. Hundreds and hundreds of caps. I think the great Brian Bevan is the only Warrington player with more caps than him. Parry was absolutely brilliant. Got labelled with the title of the best player never to play for his country, never to represent Great Britain. And I believe he hated that. Well, I wouldn't have hated that because it was true. Never a truer sentiment said. How Parry Gordon never got picked for his country is absolutely beyond me. I've seen him in games against the best Great Britain had, and he used to wipe the floor with all of them. Absolutely all of them. A wonderful player. I know a couple of people that worked with him, that played with him, that trained with him. They say he was a wonderful man off the field and one of the fittest men you'd ever find playing the rugby league game. They said he was brilliant. He used to go on runs and this, that, and the other, and it didn't bother Parry. He could run all day. He could do anything. They said he was absolutely fantastic. But anyway, I read it today on the Warrington Guardian website. It might be in the Guardian itself. I've got the Warrington Guardian. I've not read it yet. But a fantastic piece it was. It was. Great journalism. It was wonderful to read. And it took me back. It really did take me back. But Parry Gordon, what an absolute legend of a player he really was. A Wigan-born lad. Wigan didn't want him. Why is beyond me. I don't know. Because I don't know that they've ever had a better scrum half than Parry Gordon. He was absolutely sensational. And as I say, a wonderful man. Died a few years ago now. But it took me back when I read it. It really did. It warmed the cockles of my heart. Parry Gordon, I loved you. I'd take another one down there at the LOL Jones now. No problem at all. If we could get another Parry Gordon, I'd be over the moon. We've got a good one in George. George is a good. George Williams, great player. Parry Gordon for me was that good. I think he was better than George. I really, really do. Many will probably disagree. But that's my thoughts anyway. Rest in peace, old Parry.